Hello and welcome to another episode. Before we start, please subscribe for more updates. I never imagined my life would change because of a library. I was just an ordinary university student, broke, tired, living on instant noodles and late-night study sessions. My biggest worry was whether I'd pass my finals. And then she walked in. Her name was Princess Isabella of Varia. Yes, that Isabelita, world's richest princess, the one plastered on magazine covers, the woman the media called untouchable. I'd seen her face in the news, always flawless, always smiling, always perfect. But in person, she didn't look untouchable at all. She looked lost. She came into the campus library one quiet afternoon, sunglasses, hiding half her face, a simple sweater draped over her shoulders. But even dressed down, she radiated something different. Everyone around me gasped, whispered, stared. But she walked straight past them and sat down right across from me. I nearly dropped my pen. For a while, she didn't say a word. She just flipped through a heavy history book like she was searching for something that wasn't there. Finally, she glanced at me. "Do you know anything about the French Revolution?" I blinked. Of all the people in the world, she was asking me about homework. Yeah, a little," I stammered. "Why?" Because she sighed, pulling off her sunglasses. "I have to write an essay for a class I convinced my father to let me take, and I have no idea what I'm doing." Her eyes met mine, deep, tired, vulnerable, not like the glossy photos online. She looked human, and in that moment, I was gone. Over the next few weeks, Isabella kept coming back to the library. Sometimes we studied together, sometimes we just talked. She told me about her life, how she hated the endless parties, how every friend she had seemed to want her title more than her heart. "Do you know what it's like," she whispered one night, "to never be sure if someone loves you or just loves what you can give them?" I didn't know what to say, so I just told her the truth. "If I'm being honest, I can't give you anything. Not money, not fame, just me." She smiled, then genuine, unguarded, and my chest ached from how much I wanted to protect that smile. But falling for a princess isn't simple. Rumors started spreading, students whispering, snapping photos when she sat near me. The media caught wind of her frequent visits to campus. Suddenly, headlines were screaming, "Princess seen with unknown student." I panicked. "Isabella, maybe we should stop," I told her one night. "I don't want to ruin your reputation." She grabbed my hand, her grip firm, her eyes blazing. "Do you think I care what they say? For once in my life, I'm not a headline. I'm just a girl sitting with someone who makes me feel real." My heart nearly broke because she wasn't just confessing, she was begging me not to leave. A few days later, my phone was blowing up. It was Isabella. I picked up, but instead of her sweet voice, I heard sharp words I knew all too well. "Don't play dumb with me. You know why I'm here." It was her bodyguard, his tone leaving no room for argument. "Listen, I don't want any trouble," I said, hoping he wouldn't recognize my voice. "Where is she?" "She's fine." "Why would you come here?" "She told me to meet her. We have things to discuss." "That's not happening. I won't allow it." Before I could respond, the line went dead. Confusion tugged at me. What did he mean? Was Isabella in danger? I had to see her. I rushed to the library, hoping she was there, but she wasn't. Days turned into a week, and Isabella didn't show up to class. Worry gnawed at me. Where was she? What had happened? I found out soon enough. One evening, I was heading home after a long day at work when I saw a familiar black car parked outside my apartment. My heart raced. Was this the answer? I approached cautiously and peeked through the window, and then I saw them, Isabella and her father, the king. They were talking, but not just talking. The king was shouting, his face contorted with rage. Isabella was crying. He reached out, not to comfort her, but to grab her by the chin, forcing her to look at him. "How dare you disobey me?" he roared. "You are a princess. Your duty is to produce an heir, not to chase some foolish romance." Isabella tried to pull away, but he only tightened his grip. "Let me go, father, please," she cried. "I don't love him. I never will. Please believe me." Something inside me snapped. I burst through the door, startling them both. "Leave her alone," I demanded, my voice echoing in the sudden silence. King turned, his eyes narrowing, taking in my appearance. "Who are you?" he asked coldly. "Her boyfriend, her equal, and if you lay a hand on her again, I swear I'll..." "Enough," the king interrupted, cutting me off with a sharp look. "You are nothing. A mere servant to my daughter, nothing more." He gestured to his guards. "Get rid of him." Before I could react, they were on me, pulling me away. "Let go of me." I struggled, trying to free myself. "Isabella, help me," I yelled, turning to her, but she was frozen, her eyes filled with fear and sadness. The last thing I heard before they dragged me out was her voice, small but clear, "Father, please stop." Then everything went black. When I woke up, I was lying on the cold, hard floor, the library roof dimly visible above me. Groaning, I pushed myself up. How did I get here? As I struggled to recall, the events from earlier flooded back. I rushed to the library, hoping to find Isabella. I needed to tell her I was there, to reassure her, to let her know I wasn't scared. But now I was trapped, locked up like some sort of animal. Panic surged through me. I searched frantically for a way out, pushing aside books, moving tables. But there was nothing. I was trapped. Suddenly, a key slid into the lock. I froze, praying it wasn't one of the king's guards. The door opened slowly, and in stepped Isabella. Relief washed over me. She was here. She had come for me. I rushed forward, but she held up a hand, stopping me. "Wait," she said quietly. "I need you to listen very carefully. My father is furious. He believes I sent you to spy on him, that you were a pawn in my plan to run away. If he finds out you were not, he might calm down. I need you to pretend to be angry at me, to show him I was wrong to trust you, that you are on his side." My breath hitched. "Are you sure?" "Trust me," she whispered. "We'll sort it out later." I nodded, forcing my expression to turn dark. Just then, footsteps approached. "Come in," boomed the king's voice. I took a deep breath, turned back to Isabella, hating the pleading look in her eyes. "I never thought you were the spying type," I said loudly, my voice dripping with fake anger. The king entered, followed by 2 guards. His gaze flicked between me and Isabella, his expression unreadable. "I called you here to question you," he began, his tone icy. And I see my suspicions were correct. You have been deceiving us. I played along, my heart breaking at the hurt flashing across Isabella's face. You have nothing to say in defense, he pressed. It was all a foolish mistake, I lied convincingly, casting a desperate glance at Isabella. She was watching me, her face pale, her eyes filled with a pain that mirrored my own. Foolish mistake, the king repeated, his voice dangerously quiet. You will both pay dearly for this. To be continued. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more updates.